Welcome back, everybody. I am pleased to report that I am done with 14 days of the 75 hard. 14 days doesn't seem like very much when you have 75 days, but I'm going to consider it a milestone, and I'm happy I got here. Kind of the ironic part about this whole process is the 75 hard is supposed to be the challenging part, but it really hasn't. I've got my routines in place and I know what's expected of me each day. So I've kind of got that down. What's been difficult is the YouTube portion of it. Learning how to create something, some video content, editing that, and then the technology behind that and trying to get everything put together and out there has certainly given me a run for my money. But thank goodness that whenever I run into a snag, I can do a quick search on YouTube and I normally find my answer, and then I'm back on my way. In fact, I learned how to do shorts this week, so that's exciting. So week 2 is done. I'm excited for week 3. I hope that you enjoy the recap of week 2. And if you stick around to the end, you'll see if I was up or was I down for the week. I wanted to share a couple of tools that I've been using to make the 75 hard a little bit easier. Andy Frisella and his team have put together an app that has all the different challenges in a checkbox. You can also add your photo, your daily photo, right into the app. It keeps track of everything. It will remind you if you want to, the different tasks if you need reminding. It also will show you a calendar of all of the days that you have completed. And then also, if you don't complete something, it will take you back to day 1 and let you restart the program. I think it's very helpful to have a checklist. I know some people do pen and paper, but on the telephone, I'm near my phone most of the time, so it's pretty easy just to go in there and check things off as I go. One of the other things that I've been using, and I've been using this since 2024, I saw it on social media. If you've heard of the gentleman named Jesse Itzler, he is known for his entrepreneurial spirit, his many businesses that he has taken from the ground floor to complete success selling them. I don't know how much he's worth, but he's worth a lot of money. He came out with something called the Big Ass Calendar, and you may have seen it online. It is large, and it allows you to plan out your entire year in advance. So that is something that I used last year as a tool to kind of plan, and that's exactly what he says, is that if you're not planning your year, the time just flies by and time goes and things don't happen. Your goals aren't met, your adventures aren't had. So I thought it was a really great resource for me to keep track of all the fun things that I wanted to do. And I was certainly more productive in 2024 than I have been in a long time. So I purchased the calendar again. So I've got it all mapped out, all of our activities for 2025, our travel, my husband's work schedule's on there. Like I said, our travel schedule's on there, and then any big events. And one of the things is there is a system that Jesse talks about. You can use the calendar just to plan out, and that's just fine. But there's also a system that he promotes. And one of the big things is something called a misoji. And that's a Japanese term, he explains, or something big, like a big event, big goal. And he explains in his program that once every year he has his Masoji, his one big, kind of almost out of reach, unattainable goal out there, and he strives to get that done. And so last year my Masoji was to lose weight, which I was successful on. I didn't lose all of my weight, which carried into this year, to 2025. But my Masoji for this year was to start a YouTube channel. And here I am. I started my YouTube channel, and I'm hoping that I can continue on through 2025 and just improve that channel. So that's my big Masoji, and my big unattainable goal is actually happening right now. That's super exciting. I just got done with spin class. It's Monday morning, January 13th. And I wanted to just document this experience that I had. I have been taking spin classes at Lifetime for about a year and learned the choreography, sat in the second row, kind of moved up, went from the third row to the second row. I made a point to myself that in January I was going to get brave enough, per my instructor's request, to go to the front row. You see, the front row is for the leaders of the class, the leaders that stay on beat, understand the choreography, and make an example for the rest of the class to follow. So it's a big responsibility, and I was nervous. But again, I decided January 1st I was going to move up to the first row. So I've been there for the last 2 weeks. A little nervous and anxious when I'm up there. I'm just trying to do my very best to stay up and be an example for the class. And after class this morning, a gentleman came up to me. He was sitting behind me, and he said, "Hey, I just wanted to thank you for staying on the beat. You really made the class easier for me today. I watched your feet, I watched your choreography, and I was able to stay on beat." And of course I said thank you. And he's like, "No, thank you. You made it fun today." So just like something like that, something as simple as that helps build confidence, because yes, I was nervous to move up to the front row. But I knew I could do it. In my heart, I knew I could do it. My instructor believed in me. I finally did it. And it just goes to show you that you just got to push yourself out of that comfort zone. And you're going to find your way, and you're going to find your confidence. So I'm going to take that as a really big win this week and a big win on a Monday.